Well, hello viewers, how are we? Trust this note finds you well, and welcome to Friday Twilight. It's bang on 6 p.m, 1800 hours here in the old city section of Chiang Mai, and I'm into my second 24 hours, that would be 48, and I feel it's time to go for a bit of a twilight walkabout here in Chiang Mai. So please, come along with me on the original CoffeeChillTV. So folks, it's a balmy old day and in Chiang Mai today, and the hotel, the Top North Hotel, I just extended my stay by another night, and I'm going to spend an extra night here, so 5 nights in total is the current plan. Who knows, I may extend a bit more. I'm loving my time back in Chiang Mai, and it's been quite the hiatus. I first came here in 1993, and I've only just returned now in 2025. That will be 32 years between drinks, 32 years from the first rodeo to the second rodeo, and you know, a lot's changed. Let's have a walk and talk and get into it. So folks, last night, Renegade Sports Bar, UGO restaurant, got a takeaway Hawaiian pizza. It was magnificent, as was the pint of draft Chang that I consumed while it was being prepped. So guys, if you're in this part of Chiang Mai, these guys do a great pizza and lovely draft Chang, icy cold. Excuse the traffic noise folks, but the 2 nights I've been here, beautiful blazing sunsets. You can see there it's setting over the mountains at the back there, and just magnificent sunsets here in Chiang Mai. So 24-hour Burger King, and you know, just back this way, probably hard to see, but in the distance there's a 24-hour pizza company. Now at the time of making this video, I've been primarily residing in Udon Thani, and no 24-hour pizza company or 24-hour Burger King in Udon Thani at the time of making this film. Things can change in the future, but you know, this place is very much set up for tourists, and hey, that's me. And maybe you watching this video too. So folks, as we enjoy the fountain over the canal, a little bit of a backstory. Yeah, 1993 I came here as a backpacker. In 1993 I spent 6 months backpacking through Southeast Asia and Northeast Asia, including you know, coming up to Chiang Mai, came up on the train from Bangkok and stayed in some hostel in a triple room with a couple of Kiwi gentlemen I was traveling with at the time. Had an amazing time, did the hill tribe trek, caves, temples, markets, etc. And it was a bit more raw in 1993 compared to today, I reckon. And so folks, there's just more of everything that there was in 1993, and there's a lot of stuff that there wasn't in 1993. And you know, look, the proverbial genie is out of the bottle when it comes to the Mary J, the ganja, the weed, the blow, the smoke. At the time of filming this video in Thailand, I'm apolitical, don't have a strong view on it either way, but suffice to say, there are lots of marijuana dispensaries in this part of Chiang Mai, at least. You know, what do you got here? Top buds as well. We spin around, and we've got another one here as well. So guys, there's heaps. You know, there's heaps. If you're into that stuff, I'm not personally, but you know, I'm not a prude either. There's heaps. There's absolutely heaps of it here, I'm finding. So we're here in front of the Amora Hotel, and you know, I'm going to call these red taxis. They're kind of a hybrid, as I see it, between a tuk-tuk and a baht bus. And earlier today, I jumped on one of these. I paid a guy 100 baht to sit in the front seat, and he took me from the zoo aquarium back to the Top North Hotel. He had a couple of punters in the back as well. Very comfortable it was. There you go. We don't have these in Udon Thani. Udon's got plenty of tuk-tuks and baht buses, and this is where I'm residing at the moment at the time of filming this, Udon Thani. But yeah, we don't have these, I'm going to call them red taxis. They're a hybrid baht bus slash tuk-tuk. Plenty of them, heaps in Chiang Mai I'm finding. And there's heaps of temples. I love temples. Within walking distance of my hotel there's heaps. You know, love temples. I love fountains too. How about you? There's the meter taxi. So I got a meter taxi this morning to the aquarium zoo, and I got a meter taxi from the airport to the hotel as well. Reasonably priced, honest and reliable. What about demographics? This is an interesting trio here. You've got a couple of grey nomads, I'm speculating, retirees, and you've got the young fellow who's just overtaken them. Maybe he's a digital nomad. Maybe he's a flashpacker. Yeah, look at that, coming to the Smicky Hotel. Where's he going? Maybe to a 2-star place, 3-star place, who knows? So the demographics definitely different. When I was here as a so-called backpacker in 1993, you know, there was a lot of people in their, I reckon 20s and 30s max, just young people adventuring. It wasn't the Wild West, but it, you know, it was a little bit off left of centre, Chiang Mai in those days. Today, guys, this is about as mainstream as it gets in Southeast Asia. And interesting, I met a English language teacher, American, last year in Udon Thani. She'd just come back from Chiang Mai, and she said, oh, at times it didn't feel like Thailand. I knew what she was talking about because I'd heard speculation that, you know, in a lot of parts of this city, the majority population is foreign, falang, be they, you know, tourists, expats, volunteers, people working, people married, retirees. But, you know, as you can see in this footage here, guys, do you see any local Thai people? Maybe a couple, but I reckon the dominant population is foreign. That's just the way it is. What else is a little bit rough is the camera work and commentary and, you know, little mishaps and mistakes on CoffeeChillTV. That's, guys, that's because, you know, I'm committed to, I don't know, the way YouTube used to be. You know, before it became a slick Hollywood production, there's a lot of mistakes I leave in my videos, a lot of it's handheld, and I'm just in the moment. I don't go back into a studio and overdub my narration. It's my natural reaction to it. I try not to ham it up, just, you know, as I see it, guys, you know. And you can see, once again, in terms of people walking around, the majority of folks in this part of the world, sorry, this part of the city at this time of the day, this day of the week, definitely foreign, not local. Judge for yourself. Pigeons, lots of pigeons, and old mate, he's got a little business running there and he's stirring them up and taking photos, and, you know, locals are also doing that. And what do you think about the old pigeon? Some people call pigeons flying rats. Some people call sparrows flying mice. Is that a bit harsh? The pigeon can't help what it is. It can't help its biology, can it? And yeah, a lot of folks are very happy to be in and amongst the pigeons. It's a dangerous game you're playing because they do, you know, droppings from the sky. You've got to be a bit careful if you're running around with the pigeons, based on my experience, certainly. So old mate there, he's got a bit of a small business going, you know. He take a photo with the birds up in the sky. Good luck to him. I like small business. There's a small business lady there as well, selling little toys and trinkets. And this is kind of tourist central, isn't it? Tourist central. And there's tourist police down there as well. There you go. And of course, you know, I mentioned Burger King and Pizza Company, where you can see Starbucks. You can see Pizza Hut. Fast food franchises are well represented. So the IMM Hotel and Ronald McDonald's here. Hey, you know, if you're going to say someone is, or somewhere is up with the fast food franchise as well, McDonald's, hey. And if we spin around here, guys, there's that red taxi, as I call it. There's your tuk-tuks, and, you know, and old mate there, he's got his serious camera happening too, unlike yours truly. So just to circle back to that earlier point on demographics. So as I said, I was here early 90s, backpackers, 20s and 30s, you know, traveling economically, stretching the dollar out. You know, I got around with my Lonely Planet Southeast Asia guide. That was my Bible. Then I ended up buying a China Southeast Asia guide, also Lonely Planet. Physically had the artifact. You know, nowadays with TripAdvisor and Google Guides and etc., a lot of stuff's done online, and, you know, gratuitous cross promotion. You can find me on TripAdvisor and Google Guides as well. So the nature of travel has changed, and, you know, here in northern Thailand, I'm going to ascertain that, hey, comparing and contrasting, it's changed as well. So backpackers, these days, flashpackers. So flashpacker is a portmanteau word. It's a compound noun with spelling changed, backpacker and flash. So backpackers who travel flash, and there's a lot of them around. I'm speculating here in Chiang Mai, circa 2025. You know, they've got their backpacks, they've got their tie-dye pants, and you know, they have some kind of philosophical affinity with the idea of backpacking or slow travel, often called that these days. But in reality, you know, a lot of them are certainly well-to-do back in their homeland, if not them personally, but, you know, maybe daddy's dollars, rich uncle, rich auntie, sugar mamas, sugar daddies, you know. But hey, fantasies are free, and you can be whatever you want to be, and we live in a world, don't we, where people can identify as however they want to identify. So maybe you're traveling 4 stars, but you identify as a backpacker. Well, good luck to you. So as I continue my compare and contrast, circa 1993 Chiang Mai, 2025 Chiang Mai, yeah, the tuk-tuk riders there. I started using, grab riders. There you go, leave the mistakes in. Grab riders, grab drivers, I use them a lot. And there's obviously Bolt and Maxim, and no doubt some more Me Too copycat providers will follow. Food Panda, you can still get on a Food Panda too in some parts, not as popular as Grab at the time of making this video. But yeah, when I was here in 993, none of those options were around. You could get a Siklo, a tuk-tuk, or a meter taxi. That was kind of it. So as you can see, Taco Bella's in the house. We're heading back now towards my hotel. We're going to keep going this way before we wrap up this this vlog. Let's keep rolling. Now it's a beautiful night, by the way. The bite has gone out of the sun. There's a gentle breeze. It's sensational. So as we admire the fountain across the moat to the moat house, you can see this elderly gentleman there with his walking cane. I mentioned grey nomads, very popular turn of phrase in Australia. In Australia, well, let's put the cost of fuel to one side, is kind of paradise for grey nomads. I'm a retired financial planner and had a lot of grey nomads as clients, and they would travel around Australia and you know, peak hour with the caravan. Here in places like Chiang Mai, I'm going to call them grey packers. We had the flashpackers, we've got the grey packers, the grey backpackers. You know, as per the flashpackers, you saw before that elderly couple with their backpacks staying at the Amora, which is definitely 4 stars, but that's okay, guys. Maybe I'm a little bit of a flashpacker these days. I got to give myself an uppercut. Well, actually, it's not a criticism. It's just an observation. And the traffic starting to build up too. Just an observation. So I just went across that zebra crossing, and you know, I had to tell the old tuk-tuk man to slow down. This is only advice for newbies, but you know, I've mentioned this before in one of my earlier videos. I think I was in Mukdahan when I mentioned that the zebra crossing in Thailand in some places is merely a suggestion. Okay, merely a suggestion. So guys, I was here last night, and I think we're going to come up to the bar soon, the I Am Virgin bar. Oh, I tell you what, I had quite the tab when I left. I was buying lady drinks and putting on all my daggy music. I had the bar to myself. It was early, and we'll go past there shortly. And if you stay on this street and just keep going right to the end, it'll take you to the Intercontinental Hotel and Night Bazaar, Samashran, night market. All good. Let's keep rolling. So folks, I love Indian cuisine, Indian curries, love myself a good tiki masala. And the good news, guys, is there's heaps of Indian restaurants. Certainly compared to, you know, my current home base of Udon, where there's 2 or 3 really good ones, but there's just heaps here. They're all over the place. You know, maybe tonight might get myself a curry, a bit of naan, a bit of saffron rice, samosas, papadums. Oh, love it. And so there it is, guys, the I Am Virgin bar. I spent a lot of money there last night. I may pop back there later, we'll see. You can probably hear in the background Wild Cherry play that funky music, White Boy. What a great song that was. Like to play a bit more, but copyright could be an issue. Together bar, there's a little pool table at the back. We'll see, I'm going for a beer soon. Haven't decided just where yet. So guys, I'm going to call it a demographic farang bubble. You've got a lot of young people and a lot of older people. Not so many in the middle. That's my observation here in Chiang Mai. So I think those gentlemen might have been speaking Arabic, not sure. When I was here in '93, guys, the backpackers, the travellers, the tourists, it was very vanilla slice. Tell you what, there's a lot more colour today, that's for sure, in Chiang Mai. And guys, we're coming up to this little sort of beer hall area, I'm going to call it, in Chiang Mai. So I think I might be taking a load off soon and having a couple of sherbets. Let's keep rolling for the moment. And you can see in the background, maybe, hopefully, the Marriott, you know, and there's some really top-end hotels, Intercontinental, etc. down that way. So here's your beer bar complex. I'm going to walk along this way, and then I'll, you know, zip my way inside, and I'll find somewhere to have a beer. Let's do it. As this is the last bar, we better turn the ship around here. Sawadee-ka. I come back. Maybe I come back. I sometimes feel I'm telling little white lies. There's a chance I'll come back. But it's never guaranteed, is it? I can smell marijuana, by the way. I can smell it. That's all right. Let's keep rolling. Soldier on. So folks, as the promotion for the Thai boxing rolls on in the background, we're going to wrap up this video log, this vlog. I'm going to head back that way yonder for a couple of sherbets. I hope you enjoyed this walkabout video. There are many more walkabouts and walk and talks vlogs on CoffeeChillTV. If you got the time and inclination, check them out. Otherwise folks, thank you just for getting to the end of the video, and I hope I see you again soon on CoffeeChillTV. Cheers for watching.